What do you hope Bo takes with him from his opening experience in Seattle and applies now moving forward?
Yeah, I think each game that we get to go out there and play is a lot of stuff that you can learn from. A lot of stuff you can watch the film and say, I really like this and I didn't like this and I want to work on this and take, go into the weekend and get better from that. And I think that, Bo's a student of the game, and I'm sure that he has his things that he took from the game that he wants back and things that he feel like he did well and he wants to continue to progress on. And, I think he did a lot of things really well. I told him after the game he composed himself and handled the flow of the game well. The outcome wasn't what we wanted, but in terms of the way he came in and handled his very first game in a hostile environment. There's a lot of hope and promise moving forward.
How important is in-game communication between you and the quarterback? Just kind of what you're seeing and things that you can give Bo tips of, like things that might be able to make his job a little bit easier.
Yeah, I think it's very important. I think each series that we come to the sideline, we're having conversations about, hey, on this specific play, we thought they were going to play us outside and they played us inside, and that may open up something else later on in the game, and we may have had a blitz that somebody may not have seen right away that we can go back and tell them on, or there's a certain concept that we feel like we didn't call, but based upon how they played us on 2nd and 8, we might be able to come back to that concept later on in the game. So us going to the sideline and being up front with the quarterbacks and with the coaches on the sideline is huge, because something down later on in the game may open up based upon something that we may have seen early in the first quarter or second quarter.
Courtland, does the excitement of the home opener ever get old?
Never. I mean, this is the 7th one, and I mean, I tell people all the time, and people think it's biased, but I love playing at home. I think it's one of the best atmospheres to be a part of. The excitement, the juice, the energy that you can feel it from the fans from the moment that they start letting the fans into the stadium. You just feel the juice, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited to have this experience again with our team, our new team. Some of the guys are gonna be their first home opener, and just looking forward to going out there and getting a win for the home team and for the home crowd. They deserve it. We deserve it. Working hard, and just excited for this next opportunity.
Courtland, because you got so many young players going through stuff for the first time, or rookies or whatever, do you as a captain, and you've done it for a long time, have conversations after a loss, for the early loss, with guys kind of more than you would otherwise, just like in a normal week?
Yeah, 1,000. Yeah, I wouldn't say 1,000, but yes. Like I said, I had a conversation with Bo like right after the game in Seattle in the locker room, and was able to talk to him and kind of give him some words of encouragement. Letting him know and understand that how this game goes. The momentum is such a real thing in the NFL, and I don't know if Coach mentioned it or not, but it's one of those things that you get on your side, you try to hold on to it as long as possible, and when you don't have it, you want to get it back as quick as you possibly can, and explaining that, and then just explaining how long of a season there is ahead of us. And yes, it's frustrating to lose, but I mean, the same way people say you got 24 hours to celebrate a win, you got 24 hours to get over a loss. You got to go in and watch the film, put it to learn from your mistakes, put it to bed, and then go into next week and get ready to go. Because I mean, if you sit there and dwell on it, then some things that may have beat you the week prior, it's going to come back up and rear its head in the next week. So, and that's what you don't want. You don't want, especially with a young team, a lot of young guys, you don't want them to get discouraged on themselves and to think that the world is crashing because they may have had one mistake or they didn't have the game that they wanted to have. Let them know that there's more opportunities ahead of us, and we need all of us to be in 100% mentally, physically, emotionally, so that we can go out there and be successful week in and week out.
Or when you play a team like Pittsburgh that has such a good defense, do you personally go into the game and say, thinking, hey, if I make one or two big plays, that could be the difference for us here?
Man, I mean, more than one or two big plays, man. I'm trying to any chance I can to go and impact the game, whether it's catching however many passes or catching a big touchdown or getting a key block in on a run play to get one of our backs out in the open, whatever it may be, My job is to do my job at the highest level I possibly can, so that we can have the best success to go win. And I'm probably one of the last people that's gonna be like, hey, it's me. It's gonna take all 11 of us on the field, and whatever y'all need me to do, whatever they need me to do in that specific moment, I'm gonna go do. If I gotta go crack me a defense, if I gotta go put my hands on T.J. Watt, then I'm gonna go do that. If I gotta go run a route and go get open against the secondary, then that's what I'm gonna go do. Whatever job they need me to do, whatever task they need me to go do, I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability so that we can go be successful.
Corey, you and Russ were really close on and off the field last year. Did you talk to him, not talk to him this week, and what's it going to be like being on the opposite sideline?
Yeah, man. Russ and I have a very good relationship, and like I've said before, excited for him and what he has going on in his next part of his journey. Wishing him well and success and health each week besides this one. It's one of those weeks that he knows what the situation is because he's very similar to myself. He's a competitor. He wants to go out there and be successful, and we want to go out there and be successful. And we're gonna go out there and compete, and tally it up at the end.
Thanks.
Appreciate y'all.